press enter. And this being like a visual novel game, I don't see myself using a controller. Let's see. Screen shake. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with full screen. Ooh, that beautiful 1080p. Alright. Let's see if anything changed on here. Nope, doesn't look like it, so we're good. Let's begin. So let's see, what do we have for options bills? So imagine it's the DS games. Let's see, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and So it's the first three, so, nice collection. Let's play this game. Oh, it's episodic. Huh. Oh hey, it does something better than the Resident Evil Revelations game did. Play the first turnabout. I hate the guy on the left because I know what he's done. It's... Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant, lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Well, that's the best way to start your first day. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! I love everything! It's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Ironic, Phoenix's name Nick. Is there anyone out there that's not named Nick? Is there anyone out there that's not named Nick? Please. Hey! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't! Oh yes, love will always do that to you, unfortunately. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says... Say what you... My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. It's basically the tutorial one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Smooth. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Come on, Phoenix. You got this. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. Defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name. I know this one. Glad I read the case cover to cover it so many times. It's... wait. Oh. No, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Let's see. Cindy, Autopsy Report. Okay. Oh, backspace. Cindy Stone. Alright. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Still feel relaxed, that's for sure. I mean, we kind of tell with your expression. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this, a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. What could possibly go wrong? Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? I like the face he's making. Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it! Lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. C'est la vie. Ho ho ho! Again, that's why I focus on the game. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Should I? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That change sea dog. I'm gonna die. I just want to drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. So not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder. Did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went... yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order! Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill! She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is a lion. Lion? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz to the stand. You... Mr. Sawitz, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawitz, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. Let's see. No. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. I qualied in a fight and found myself unable to go inside. I fought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your per usual. Blackout record added to the court records. Electricity building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why you exposed lies in the testimony the witness just gave? Lies? What? He was lying? Phoenix, he was clearly lying. As somebody who's seen this a bunch of times. He's clearly alive. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. I thought he must be in a hurry because he let the door have to. Let's see, I think it's around when the time. Ah, damn it. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence and contradict him. Let's see. You can use the passport. Actually, wait, can I go back? Let's see. Ah, damn it. Okay, let's look at that again. I feel like it has to be this. Oh, that. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Ooh, my favorite music as well. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy report notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? He's busted now. Oh, that? Oh, the hell? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawitz, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always begets more lies. See everyone and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remembered now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program? That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Sure. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. You got this one. No, I guess it might have been a radio. There was no radio at the premise. There's only a large television. Ah, a video. Yes, that will explain why the time was wrong. True, true. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. It's like, all I saw was the body. Lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else. Least of all, my watch. But if you were so shocked by the body, you weren't hearing at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this? Look at the tab again, see if there's something. Wait, there's a blackout. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. Let's try the TV part again. Ah, I skipped over. Okay, TV. right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or video. Gah! Defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Alright. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess I would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first time I've heard of it. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that used as a weapon. That what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of a testimony or something? Just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. Let's see. I mean, there's this, so... Objection! Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? With your objections and with your evidence, just... Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As Weston stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, it submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove it. Prove my wit in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and shook off the blow triggered to the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Ooh, he's good. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? I never. Look, the clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. I know I did that. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him the death. Oh man, the way you're acting, it looks way more suspicious. Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. Let's see. Hey, what up, Demon Lord? How's it going? Hope you are doing well. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's battery. All you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Wright? And yeah, that'll be like the other one. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. You see, Your Honor, This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal? A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? If it's 3 hours slow, wait, they said Paris. So what if whoever bought it from a different region? Because over here, because I know like in other areas over here in the U.S. Different time zones. So it'd be like an hour or 3 hours depending on what area or coast you're in. So. Maybe I can prove it. Ran slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that I can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock. Yeah, that has to be it. Victim had just returned home from board the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Really? The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you occurred when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Nurgh. Oh my god, he's foaming and he passed down. He was so angry. Order! Order! I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Yay, he's not guilty. Woo! And with that, this court is adjourned. Ooh, good stuff, good stuff. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posted as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew! I still can't believe we won! Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Excuse me. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I have seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Nick, don't worry about it. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treats. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? Excuse me? I think she fought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. The heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof. Positive you weren't just some chum to her. Huh? What about the clock? This clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see that importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks. And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Again, it's the first trial. Actually, wasn't too long. Yes, brand new episode has been added. Yes. Bring. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah! It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. One teases, the other teases back. Lol. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock workout, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 6 o'clock? Do you pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joints. Oh, right! It's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Office. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see, right over there. That must be the Thinker. That swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho! You are not Congoference, if I pronounce that correctly, of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho! My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh hey, it's the asshole. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Vanco Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia? Maybe she's in her office. I smell blood, and that can't be good. Let's see. That smell! Blood! Sis? Someone's there? Chief? Chief! Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where under she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief! It's encrusted with dry blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Some shards of glass that are scattered on the floor. They seem to be the remains of a glass-like stand. His barrier must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word written in blood on this scrap piece of paper. Maya, didn't Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. The girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Wait, why is it like yikes? Must be some weird translation issue. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Maya died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. So, you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting this late at night? Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark. And sis... So she was already dead. Let's see. Just look around just in case. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Anything else we need to examine? Right, I better call the police. Okay, the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please! Come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Gee, what a coincidence. Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like the case. Alright, let's back. Let's go move. Let's move. Oh, cops are here. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. I mean, the first name was... Well, I mean, both of them are kind of weird. It's an odd name. Received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have now. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek! This word Maya here means anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the... Oh, so I was going back to the, police headquarters. Ma'am? What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. Was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Just sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Number 6. 9:07 a.m. Detention center. Visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa! Did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What? What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the heart of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Let's go to law offices. September 6th. Fay and Co. law offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait. You're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I don't know. His name is Detective Dick Gumshoe. That answers your question, Phoenix. Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. The Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was never a killer. Oh my god, what is with this guy? He's proven innocent. Right, and you were... Gumtree. Detective Sue Deshoes. We'll be nice. We'll go with Gumshoes. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't call me Dick. Okay. I can't say it with a straight face. I can't. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. Wow. Mate. Well, it's nice to Pikachu. I don't know, he doesn't look like an overrated rat, but to each his own. Someone asked to mention the forbidden word. Message deleted. Lol. And I know you typed it because, actually, ironically, don't have Pikachu as a word. Ironically, I have Pika clone, but that's because somebody said something once, but they really stopped by. Okay, penis. Yeah. But how you doing, Mage? I hope your evening is going well. Oh, let me get the chat open. Is this the redacted? That's banned. Lol. Let's see. Let me do a thing. Gotta get the chat thing up. I think it's in full screen. Ah, gosh dang it. I had to do things. Let's see. Save. That way I can do settings. One day I will look into that dual monitor setup. One day. Let's see. I'm gonna back out of the game. Alright. Just do this. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Windowed. Oh, that's much better. I hope it doesn't look weird on chat. DL? Like, same to me? Okay, I thought so. I'm always cautious when messing with, like, windowed or anything like that. At first it was a small screen on my end when I booted up the game. Alright. I do find it weird you have to back out the game to actually do that thing. That is odd. Design choice. Alright, let's continue. OBS capture pretty good about window full. Ah, yes. I mean, the only issue I've ever had was like Darksiders 3. Making like doing that kind of capturing. Don't have to redo the scale anymore. Indeed. Be right back cooking. Oh, what you making? What kind of food you making? I was gonna make something, but then uh, someone brought me back some chicken for dinner. Ugh. It's weird. A lot of people have been having chicken this week. Ahem. You're you're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. He's thinking I'm Maya's lawyer. Sure, let's examine. I know I never played this before. It's not that intimidating as I thought it would be. Because I always thought when it comes to like Ace Attorney, I really have to pay attention to what they say. And of course, me being bad at puzzles as well. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's a hotel right across the... let's see. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. If she wasn't killed, I imagine she'd be his love interest. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still that Mia probably read all of those. Oh yeah, it's very scary, Phoenix. Very scary. Mia's desk, perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Mia's favorite potted plant. Remember, it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Court Lane Stricta, pal. Who was that? Oh, let's try and do backspace. Let's talk with Gumshoe. About Miss Faye, did you do any autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report added to the court record. Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why would you say that? The city's put... the city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Oh, hey, it's Edgeworth. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Oh, hey, it's everyone's favorite character. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Because he's edgy. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him, I was just plain dumb. The cold, heartless machine will do anything to get a guilty verdict. The rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Oh, I'm just reading. Damn. Okay, that one I was not expecting at all. Wait, why'd they bring him back? They just signed him. What the fuck? Oof. So many questions for WWE's, like, head of talent. Oof. Always a reason why I don't want anything from that company anymore. Alright, let's go back to the detention center. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear? It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Oh, Phoenix, what do you know? Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from your sister. From my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Where's the cell phone? So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Minus memo added to the court record. So, you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right. The Faye family especially. The women have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Faye family? So Mia was into the stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So you're a real honest to goddess spirit medium? With ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just talk. We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. No, she's spirit large. Just call her fat. Lol. And then you got like the spirit super size. But that'll cost you extra. Super size of spirit. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. Also, welcome back, mate. What food are you cooking on this fine evening? My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call her. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial is tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? What if the guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Let's see. Let's head to Faye so we can talk to Gumshoe. Really? Oh, I probably have to present. Let me do that. Go back. Let's see. My okay, so I can't ask for the phone now. Gosh dang it. Finding your own lawyer is so weird when they detained you. Lol. Yeah. That's very weird. Especially when you got a strict time to look for one. Let's see. Presents. Why didn't... I'm so blind sometimes. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer! Uh-oh, he's on to me. It was save real quick. Just in case it's not the one I'm thinking of. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says, the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Oldie Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV? Yeah! You see, the strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. There we go, we got the cell phone. Never seen Nick, so save trigger happy. I mean, just in case of games like this, I never know if I'm gonna like, do the wrong thing. So I figured just in case, let's do a save. I got it wrong. Just like my experience with Fallout 3. Oh shit, just realized. What do you realize? I'm Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Totally, I'm Phoenix Wright. I almost forgot his name was Nick. I should remember this since I've seen the anime for this game. planning to talk to that witness. Anyway, you're better than that. Don't influencing the witness with your literally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgot about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. But just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So we sent her home already then? You're trusting your lorry. You're trying your lorry tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Lol. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Sounds good. Well, we should go to the Grossberg law offices first. September 6th, Grossberg law office. According to the big boss is out. She could say when she'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll have to come back later. I mean, we could, but we could examine. A solid desk, wood's been polished. Several clients. Elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that letter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone's here's got money to burn. Wait, isn't this the office of what's his name? Not a Edgeworth, but I feel like I know who this is. Alright, let's go back and let's move to the hotel. September 6th. Water Hotel, room 303. The other guy? Yes. I feel like it's him. If not, it's like either the other lawyer with glasses, or it's the guy who's the killer. Can't remember. I can't remember his name, but I do remember he had like bling. He had blue hair, and he had like a very snazzy like smile. Have you played Ace Attorney Mage? What's your favorite one? If you've ever played one. Was it purple? Oh, I guess it was purple hair. I thought it was blue. Well, hello there, handsome. Huh? Oh, yes, Mage has played before. You can ask me to decide. You can't ask me to decide. Oop, I pulled out the trick questions. Oh. Existential crisis. Oh, I'm asking the trick questions here. Well there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right. Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Memo this out. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. If self the word banned, it would ban myself right now to avoid the question. I mean, I have the word protection off, so you could say if you want to. Wait, Detective Pikachu's a Ace Attorney game? I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's a detective game. To be honest, I kind of forgot about that being a game at all. I know it's a problem. You want to time us. I mean, I don't. If anything, you have it as purge, so it's not timeout. Because I went back and deleted it, then just put it as a purge. So, and besides, I only have word protection on when I'm playing monster taming RPGs. So, where it's okay to say here, my friend. So it was Detective Pikachu. Huh. I would never guess that was something like Ace Attorney. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. No. Damn, Mage just with the debates. The Rick rolls to make a joke about that movie. Oh, okay. I actually never seen Detective Pikachu. All I know, the guy that voices Deadpool did the voice for Pikachu, and no Trico was in it, so it probably wasn't that bad of a movie. If you have something with Trico in it, it's actually okay. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. Oh yeah, I totally saw it, totally. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What's this? A screwdriver stuck in this drawer. What's... Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Really shouldn't be prying around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Late summer light stream through the window. There's the Bay & Co. lawyer office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Oh, you get wonder who? A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. So pretty much the only thing that's very suspicious is just this. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need to describe... Trying to think of a way to say which trial without saying which trial. I think I mean, I kind of know what trial it is. It's either this one or it's the next one. Because I know after the guy that killed Mia, the trial after that is the Samurai TV show. So this one's not completely blind, although some aspects I'm probably going to be not good at remembering. You mean for which one is your favorite? Oh, okay. Bum, bum, bum. I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Okay, I believe you say so. If you say so. Vocabulary. Huh. I never would guess someone would say it that way. Better not encourage her. Or, you know, that thing that happened the other day. The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on! If you want to know, you'll have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Boy. I mean, get her to drink a bit, Phoenix. That way she can actually talk. 'Cause you know when someone's drunk, that's when they don't really think well and they just let loose all the secrets. Especially if they're buzzed. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Blair, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Game 3, case 5? Is that the one with the girl that has like a magician hat? I only know that because of, there was a mod for, I had time to have the character from one of the, Ace Attorney games as like a color palette for Hack Kid. No, teehee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh, it's game 4? Okay. Oh boy. Let's see, what's in this room? Okay. So Phoenix still has recurring character until game 3. So first 3 games, Phoenix Wright, then after that's someone else entirely. Okay, good to know. Because I know of the Apollo Justice game. Spoiler, Nick doesn't die. So he didn't go out just like classic Mega Man did. Good to know. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone else staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, hmm? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers, hmm? Oh boy. Okay. I can't use anything here. We'll have to come back later. Let's check here. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Okay, so it's not the guy I was thinking of. Totally someone else, the lawyer with the glasses. Ahem, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes. Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Oh boy. Do not like the expression with his model. Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on the day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Ahem. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. Something's fishy. What do I tell Maya? Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. I see. Busy. I see. But the client isn't Maya Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? Nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know? Mia Fey. She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. But she followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back. That one. That painting. That's quite the painting. Ahem. You've noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The colors of the sky. The hue of the sea. The weave of the straw hat. Worth at least 3 million. I have no intention on parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. Okay, man, we weren't even going to ask you if you wanted to sell the painting, okay? I wasn't interested. It's not for sale! I'm not buying! Jeez. Man loves his painting. Damn. Oh, that's right, we are examined here. Actually, can we present this to him? No, we can't. Alright. Let's see. 10 Detention Center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. Hi! Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell you? What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean you refused to help? Erp. I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the finger clock that Larry made. Has several murdered by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off, and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Your family? What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. The woman is my family. The woman in my family have been medium for generations. They say a lot of spiritual powers runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you would live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel so bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium? Did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped, the police captured, was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. I mean, of course it's the media, they would do that. I mean, who doesn't? Fake news, attack a person. My mother became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me. White? That was his name, my sister told me. White. Just a little longer. Now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. Ah, Mr. White. Right. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit, someone else is. They might as well just tell her he's guilty. Lol. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. I mean, the way the real killer is pretty much making it look like she did it. Using her as a scapegoat so that the real killer can get away with the crime. That's what happens when you watch too many crime shows in your teenage years. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness' strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing's more sad or more lovely than that. I know, I've been there, a long, long time ago. Why did you become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I wouldn't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you! She smiled at Liz. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. It would be funny if she just planted that in there, just getting in trouble. I feel like that's the case. What's even in there? Oh, it's a bellboy. Whose stranger looks like Mr. White. Without the purple hair. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir? I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you... No need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around for a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Gah! You come back quick. I might ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White, Blue Corp, phoned. Oh, right, sure. This guy helping us out. Unintentionally. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined, Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think not. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. The screwdriver's sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Ah, wiretap, What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap, added to the court record. This is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. using that bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Wasn't name like Red White, Blue Corp? Maybe. There's like some issues with the translation for this. Oh, Bellboy! Still here? Still there? Oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Previously on Bones. Yeah, save your progress. Do. Oh, let's try it backspace. I don't know why escape is not the way you can actually get back. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court number... Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh hey, it's Edgeworth. Going up against Edgy. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. It better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. I mean, he's bloodthirsty. Of course he'd go after you, Phoenix. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, but we have a witness who saw her do it. Oh yeah, totally. She didn't have a wiretap. Totally not, Edgeworth. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. If we may call out our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, it's Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and procession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe. Sir, I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. Add the cause of death. Lots of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Let's see, I think I have a thing of water. I'll grab that real quick, so we'll be right back. It'll only be just 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Because I need some water since my throat's starting to go. I don't know why I didn't have it at my desk. I wish I had my water right next to me in case I need it. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue? Yeah, why are they calling it a statue? It's a clock. Unless they don't know that. But you think the judge would know that since It's literally the same thing just from before, but it was one that Phoenix's friend made that was for him. The clock that his girlfriend had, he also made, but it was for her. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir. Are you sure? Give him a break. The judge has overseen a million cases. Ah, that's fair. He can't remember every eccentric object he sees. Yeah, that's fair. It's a hard job to have when it comes to the judge, but expecting to remember a lot. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Like the amount of it got presented. Yeah. Oh, it's starting to get hot in here. Why is it hot? It's November. It should be cool now. What the hell? Ooh. And plus, I don't think it's the PC because this game isn't that graphically demanding. I mean, it's not Monster Hunter World, that's for sure. Maya Fey arrest. Oh yeah, definitely a bunch of those dildos for sure. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. Defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Mrs. Fey, Maya Fey. But we had a witness account describing her. Suddenly, Def Joe paced the courtroom. Oh, that would definitely happen. I mean, it's a Capcom game, so you never know. That could happen. We just need a Querpeco to sound off the alarm. I watched somebody do Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I was like, I didn't know that Querpeco could summon Devil Joe. Now that's scary. Making a bird that's not so tough, quite terrifying. Now if it was two Devil Joes, that'd be another story entirely. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, what? I wouldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh! Smack! Hey, I just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh. It should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Let's see. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed nuts. It didn't much though. Right, please continue. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Count describe her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single crime in there. Let's see. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I say about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Wait, did he actually speed? Sir, you can't speed. It's against the law. Get the man a ticket. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. Why is that? That's your reason. What's your reason? Just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claimed was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you want any more solid proof other than her claims, detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's my hard evidence. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? And I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it. Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene with my own eyes. You did not! That was Phoenix! Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean it's the victim. Means the victim wrote it. Ho ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? It has to be killer, because Miss May was not even there. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Irk. Huh, I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Was the bloody finger, detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Nice try. Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see that I was getting at there. Wait, how do you know if she actually did? Detective Gumstreet. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This is a movie, detective. Oof. Talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't really heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Yes, not a movie at all. Yeah, totally. This is totally not a movie. This is real life. This is real life with real people. Totally not a game. Up next in Kotaku, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the movie. I actually heard there was a movie in over there. I think it's live action. I've not seen it, but I've heard of it though. Don't know if it's a good one or if it's bad, but who knows. I track it down one day and see what it's like. Although I'm sure the anime holds up way more compared to the movie. Sometimes, like, movies don't really do a good job at sticking to the source material. Looking at you, Monster Hunter movie. Looking at you. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order, order! The movie looks looks pretty good. The costumes are kind of on point. That's good to hear. So maybe it's like one of those movies that are based on a video game that's actually good. It's kind of hard. At least like some things can transition to like realistic. But something like Phoenix Wright could like Ace Attorney could definitely work in real life. The realism, as opposed to like some other things. And I bet they say more than one worked. Lol. Oh. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay. Then there has to be a contradiction in there. Let's find it out. I mean, Monster had such good costume for everyone that had no lines. True. Friend of mine said, the cat that usually does the palico that usually does the cooking, he actually looked quite good. Some things I've seen from the trailers, they just don't look that accurate to the source. Especially like driving military cars. It's like, why? It's like, that's not Monster Hunter. I mean, there's stuff like boats and stuff you can ride. and ships. It's like, why do you put that military stuff in a game that in a movie that's not even part of that universe? It makes no sense. It's weird. Cat was good. Ace Hunter was good. His handler was good. Better than the handler in World. Kappa. I always see people hate that character. I don't get it. I mean, sometimes she's annoying, but I mean, hey, she's no Navi. Why they gave the desert the main protagonist role? Well, you gotta give the desert the main protagonist role. You gotta give it. Did they ever do any like jungle areas in that movie? Cause I mean, Monster always had desert areas, locales to hunt. For like 10 minutes. Wait, autopsy. Let's see. Autopsy. When they met up with the good costumes. Oh boy. It kind of sounds like the Power Ranger movie. Not gonna lie. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim Mia Fey wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying? The Power Ranger movie had more than one word! If there's like any place, and the trailer didn't lie. Oh, clearly. Hashtag trigger match. Oh yeah, totally the trigger. If there's ever any streaming service, I might actually check out that Monster Hunter movie. I'm just curious what it's like, because I've seen trailers. I've heard mostly bad things, but I'm hearing some good things about the costumes. I might check it out. Just see and see it in its glory, what it's like. Do yourself a favor. Uh, and only. Oh yeah, the one that's on Netflix. I've been meaning to watch it too. I was just never have like I always forget about it or just I do something else. Don't become alcoholic. Oh, there's no worries about that. I've tried alcohol once and it just never really clicked with me. Don't do what I would do. Oh, what? You'd watch a bad film while drinking booze? I tell you this. Imagine if you're like drunk. Oh, you will drink. Oh boy. Did the movie can make you encourage you to be like, oh, I need alcohol to enjoy this. I think the only thing I'd seen from that movie was like a clip of a Kunga Lala versus Devil Joe. In that sense, it's like, why would you fight a Devil Joe? Are you? Is that Kunga Lala crazy? We're talking about a gorilla with a freaking hippo face with long nails that can basically go be something from Taco Bell, go up against a giant pickle that devours everything. Munch, munch. So it's like, why would the Kungalala be that foolish? Especially something that can just demolish anything. I'm just curious to watch the whole thing. You have to be drunk or asleep to watch this piece of garbage. Uh, but now I'm just curious of how bad it is. I mean, I've seen some bad films, so I can definitely take the hit of that. Think that can go. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Being enraged. The anime one was good. I heard some good things. I've tried to stay away from some of the reviews for him, but I've heard like one monster streamer say some good things about it. This isn't just a bad movie. This is like someone took millions of dollars, set it on fire, flushed it down the toilet. So basically, the first like Michael Bay Transformers movie. It's that bad. I mean, I've seen two of those movies, so I can definitely testify to how bad it is. So they find some cosplayers and put the desert and tell them Diablos. Yes, you go hunt this Triceratops that's a dragon that can burrow underground, and it's kind of like Magikarp, Kappa. And be careful of this winged dragon that comes charging towards you. Its name is Raffian. No wait, it's Raphalos. No, wait, it is Raffian. No, it's Raphalos. You gotta get it right. Who cares? It's the simpletons who never see Monster Hunter. They will never notice a thing. But we are gonna trigger the people that love that series to death. Oh, I feel like that's was their whole motive was just to make like some decent like action flick that like a normie would like, but then the real like Monster Hunter fans would watch it and they'd be like, "Wow, this is a dumpster fire." Kind of what someone explained to me like with some of the newer like Star Wars movies. It's like if you're going into just enjoy like some action flick, there you go. That's really what you're saying. But yeah, I'll definitely make sure to watch the anime movie. The action movie, it's like cheap. Like we're talking dirt cheap, like maybe $1 or like a few cents or even like some part of like streaming service. There you go. Now I'm just curious to see how bad it is. I'm just expecting to be on like the same level as like the Michael Bay Transformer movies. I've never seen the TMT ones, but I feel like I didn't miss much. The second one looked better. Is that Roxanne Bebop and Craig and Craig? Imagine the Terradrome as well. What is this? Isn't one of those lawyer tricks, now is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else would have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no but in your way out of this one, detective. Order! Defense has a point. someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? I think it was the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. He's always got an ace up his sleeve. He's edgy. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm gonna say that. I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. I send you a curse, Nick. I will not be liable for any need to turn the substance abuse. Oh, how bad are we talking? Oh, oh, I'm gonna watch that after stream. So we're gonna see how bad it is. Thank you, Mage. I didn't think there's a way you could actually watch it on that way on the internet, except for like maybe Pluto. So I usually watch just for like TV shows. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim may identify the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, may take the stand. Oh hey, we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Miss April O'Neil. Different person, but ironic. Exactly what part of her is innocent? I don't know, she seemed pretty innocent to me, Phoenix Wright. In the way she talked to you. Very innocent. She likes men with a big, long vocabulary. Totally. Innocent? Yes. Very innocent. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Oh yeah, that physics right there, totally innocent. Dun 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 dun. The way she's dressing, totally innocent. It's the most innocent person I've ever seen. Order. The direction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, in my hotel room. Teehee. Ah, yes, funny innocent trick. I see. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fang Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Witnesses' accounts. It's like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away while I go get a mocha latte at the nearest Starbucks because I'm the basic bitch. But that girl, she got caught up to her and she hit her. Then the girl with long hair, she kinda stumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? Don't answer that. Don't answer that to Edgeworth. He'll find a way to turn this around and make you look like you're a victim somehow. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, would you examine the witness? Oh yeah, we're doing it. Proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. Let's look at the court, just in case. Let's see. Can't use that. I don't know if we can use a cell phone. No, we can't use any of those. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why'd you look out the window when you were expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Yeah, go for it. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Oh, Mr. White, I will not have any badgering. Have you badgering my witness? Badgering? You insist on needling her these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Wow. Poor girl. Wow. Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. Poor me. Look out the window. What did you see next? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. Let's see. Nah, I wasn't. Damn it. Let's save real quick. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes! What's the mean? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean, okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey. Maya Fey, yeah. You would notice her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, he's got you. No one wears the clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Yo, Matt, thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. How was the stream? Huh, that's weird. I don't know why notifications pop up. That's weird. Let me do that again. There we go. I have no idea why the alerts didn't go off. That's weird. But how you doing, Matt? What was you up to tonight? Give a shout out. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you guys are having a good time. My name is Raptor, variety caster. I mostly play platformers, RPGs, and other kind of games from time to time. Playing Ace Attorney trilogy. We're playing the first one. Objection, indeed. What's up, Cumberdanes? Oh, you're playing Little Nightmares. How'd you like Little Nightmares? I love that game. Although I really like the second one. Hold it, indeed. I guess you play us as well, Cumberdanes? Bum, bum. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. You played the first on DS? Never beat it. Ah, was that your cup of tea? did the first case, you think, oh, that's... The first one was quite easy, but I can totally understand, like, it's pretty much just the first one that teaches the basic, mechanics when it comes to the game. Although it did help that seeing the anime kind of saw, like, what you're supposed to do, so... Don't know, just never got around to finishing it. Ah, fair enough. That's fair. Oh yeah, did you see the gameplay of Elden Ring? I'm not sure if you... I think you said you're not interested in Dark Souls anymore. So I wasn't sure if you saw the gameplay of that. Looked pretty interesting. It looked more open world-ish compared to like previous Soulsborns. Although it still looks as hard as Dark Souls. Same with... Oh, there's a Harvey Birdman game? I think there was like one for the Wii. I didn't think it was also for the PSP. Ah, interesting. I imagine it plays the same like this. You'll likely play Elden Ring as you're a sucker for From Software games. It looked pretty neat. I believe there's if you want, I can DM you a link to something that can give you access to a closed cloud test for the Elden Ring beta, if you're interested. Because I could DM you it on the Discord if you want. Because I know you're in Ped's server. Harvey Birdman was basically the same as Phoenix Wright. Oh, okay, so it was basically just a Phoenix Wright clone. Ah. But just with like all the parodies of the characters from... Now you're good? Oh, okay. I just thought if you were interested and wanted to see before you actually got the game. I liked how during the dungeon, they were demonstrating the thing. It just looked like Demon Souls, like, or Dark Souls, where there's an end behind the corner, you don't look, and it means just stab them right in the back and dead. Good stuff. You always gotta stay on your toes with those games. What do you say to that, Miss May? Roar! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw that. I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the tiffling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise, wink. Oh. Harvey Birdman was published... Oh, it's published by Capcom. Okay. So it's kind of like... that, Nightmare Before Christmas game they've done for, like, PS2 and Xbox. It got a Wii and PS2 port. Oh, okay. I imagine it's much easier to play with the Wii since you have the, like, point controls with the Wii. So. Oh yeah, she'll totally be a good girl. Totally. Your testimony again. If you would. Damn, I almost had her. What? Witness testimony. I didn't see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon you saw. It did. That clock. That kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin to cross-examination. I did everything I did. Let's do another save, just in case. Nick Raptor being trigger save happy at the moment. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is it right as in you're right? As you look from the hotel? Which hand do I know my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Wow. She picked up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth written her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words? Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Oh my. Let's see. There we go. Developers were a bit hit and miss. High Voltage Software, they made a lot of licensed games, but also some pretty good stuff like the Conduit on the Wii. What's the Conduit? Especially since it's the Wii, since it has like a bunch of like obscure games. It's hard to tell like what was actually like good and what was just like shovelware on that console. Speaking of which, at some point I gotta play Mushroom Man. I still have that. I have yet to play it. I also had like a game on the DS, which I guess was another game. And there was another game that came out a few years ago that was kind of like Catherine. Loading content. It's an FPS game, published by Sega. Great looking game for the Wii. I'll have to look into it. Let's see. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh? You like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? I like how they said and she's innocent. No. Well, different type of innocent, but you get what I mean. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person is much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder! Order! Order! Can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, and here's Edgeworth, he's gonna bump in. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. Uh-huh, sure. Not knowing how they committed the murder, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. He's not. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. My questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I caught murders with these questions before. Well, only once. It's like, okay. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it. It stated the time. So, you've been to the law office of Fanco. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee. Wait, how could you hear from there? Because it couldn't be that loud of a sound. The law office of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. I mean, it depends on the sound of the clock, too. If it's a loud noise, it could definitely, you could hear it. If not, something about her scent seems very fishy. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope, we're not satisfied. But remember, Nick, what kind of clock makes a sound? What kind of clock makes a sound? Did they also work on Connect Star Wars? Really? They worked on Connect Star Wars? Interesting. I think it's like the only thing from the Xbox 360 I never got, just because I don't know, there's like really wasn't that much on there that interested me. I was interested in the animal game, but that was about it. And maybe like that Hulk Hogan celebrity wrestling thing. But nothing else caught my attention. Was Connect Star Wars any good? I just had a horrific thought. If Larry made these, that means Larry voiced it. Not like this. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. Then someone shoots the Han Solo doll. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because Save. Also, this tune is quite a bop. Let's see. It had battery. Really? They made a Sesame Street game? Ooh, that would have been interesting. It probably been good too, since this is double fine. They should have like a good track record when it comes to the games. You could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. Got proof that she could not? Amateurs, listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Once Upon a Monster? Oh, that was the name of the game? I still have to try Costume Quest, because I have that for free from Epic Game Store. I think it was like the first one or the sequel. I can't remember. But I've seen a friend play. It looked neat for a little turn-based RPG. Oh wait, I think I was looking when you were playing it, Companies. How'd you like it? Costume Quest is great. Oh, that's good to hear. Cause it looked neat, like the idea of trick or treating, then you turn into the costume you're wearing. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Oh, wait. Found it. You have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. Prosecution denies your request. Wow. Towards a dick. You streamed Run of It on Halloween? Oh, that's right. I was definitely there. Looking a little bit. Seemed like a nice game to stream on Halloween. What? On what grounds? You played for the full game and the DLC in one stream? Damn! Is it short? I figured for like an RPG it'd be longer. But if it's RPG is made for kids, I could see why it'd be maybe be a bit shorter. Unless it didn't have like a big budget. 8 hours? Damn. That's quite short for an RPG, too. But you said it's great, so it definitely has the quality. That's a good one. Okay, so it's not like Persona 5. Cool. As far as like length goes. It's a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Let's see what happens if we go for the other one. It's pretty sure if you don't spend the time to smell literally every flower, it's a very fun game. Your Honor, members of the courts. Conceivable that the clock in question rang. Here we go. Let's see. Wait, it'd be broken because batteries are fine. It'd be broken because of the smack to the head. I think it's broken. The clock's busted. You think? Just look at it. Your Honor, please examine the clock. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? Well, I'm not sure I would call it broken, but I doubt it could ring. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the courts the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show we've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. There's a bit in Harvey Birdman where you prove a hippo didn't shoot someone as he lacks fingers and therefore couldn't shoot someone. Unless it would have to, like, use his stubby hands to use them since he doesn't have fingers. But even then, how would you wouldn't be able to pull the trigger unless he could use his mind? But yeah, I don't see how the hippo could have done it. So clearly someone could have staged that crime and just used the Harvey could use the hippo as like a scapegoat. That's true. Is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Of course you would know that. Escape hippo. Exactly. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. Wait, we have the phone. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you'll like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed. Ah, we got the phone. Take that! Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh ho! You found a girly phone! Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Oh. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Oh my. He done fucked up. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Huh. It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. It was not a store. Play stopped lying. Oops, I forgot. So witness had seen it before? That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? She had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness. Shoot. Let's see. Autopsy report. It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in the police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ouch. Oh, excuses not on sale today. Oh. Oh, she angry. Oh my. What the fuck? She looks like such a demonic looking being now. What is it to you? Porcupine head? Wow. Titties, yeah. What's with that jiggle physics too? What the hell? What is this, Danganronpa? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Hey, oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? Yes, you did in April. You did. Busted. That jiggle? Indeed. I guess I did, Tiki. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does this defense have any opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Save real quick. I need to stop being so save trigger happy all of a sudden. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. Nick fears for his defense attorney job. Indeed, I always gotta fear my defense attorney job. It's quite scary. She heard. That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard. Oh. It's gonna get interesting. It's getting juicy. Have a look at this. Oh! That I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May? You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Oh! Edgeworth's gonna do something. Ignorant tell. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. It's outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Obviously. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. I present the defendant's cell phone. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. What's up? Yeah. You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous! Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La la la. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like this? You lawyer? Oh, guilty. It's no fair. All you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? She's crying. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Again, let's do a save, just in case something goes wrong. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question! Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tip-tapping irrelevant? We're tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While the court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I think I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought of that, and of course, I can and will. Can't be serious. No way! Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Well, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Asked the bellboy. Ergo, the witness not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does this leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. They're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have something to say? Well, come on, think of something. Let's see. I would examine her, but at the same time, the bellboy could probably tell the truth, unless she tricks him. Unless she's paying him off to spell lies. But let's try it. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you sunk in quite low enough already. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. How could it not do anything with the killing? That's worth. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. That better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept it. Do we have a choice? Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. He also looks Mr. White. They must use the same model, just change the color of the hair. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That he said looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Alright. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for as he arrives in court with a tray. Gotta have that, the cup of tea with the queen and them crumpets. Gotta look dashing in front of the court. People in the court. I'm surprised it doesn't say if anybody wants tea. Bellboy, do your job, okay? You have that tray. Why did you bring it with you? In business for 4 generations. I've received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Wait, she said 9. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. Ah, how convenient. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be certain? I can check Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her, all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I, the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Nine on the dot, you say? Yes, sir. I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock p.m. Was quite enticing, that being brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee! I'd like iced coffee for at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about that time? Ah, damn it. And I brought the room service, sir. The guest, sir, flavored me with, embracer, sir. Oh, I see. Oh, probably. French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that. I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, will you end this rather tedious cross-examination here? Is a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does this defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This chariot of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Let's do that. Well, let's see what this one is. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Well, sir, my first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir. But even I've had a little chance with her lover there. Oh. What did he say? What did you say? Ah, oh, rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May chicken with another person? Oh, this is getting good again. I object, that was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. Who? He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh, you fool! Oh, he fucked. He's fucked. I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. The man was in the room, but why was it tapped? Cause her lover could have went in the room to murder the victim. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. Exactly. Because they needed mana? That's why it was tapped. Lol. It's all you always gotta need that mana. That's sweet, sweet mana. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendants. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... let's see. I'm gonna say Bellboy. Your Honor, as been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and the defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. As all today for the trial of Maya Fay. Court is adjourned. This getting good. September 7th. Defendant, lobby number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? The man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May? After that, anyway. I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you! Well, it would have worked if she was Nick's type. Lol. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May's testimony has been added to the court records. Miss May does have impressive charm. Yep, definitely does. Also is a pretty nice figure. Don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Indeed, so we shall continue that next